Morning everyone. Myself Nikita and Valentina are here to present the topic positive psychology. In general, positive psychology is a study of the good life or the positive aspects of the human. Now let's see the meaning of positive psychology. Positive psychology is the branch of psychology focused on the character, strengths, and behaviors that allow individuals to build a life of meaning and purpose to move beyond surviving to flourishing. Next, levels of positive psychology. There are three levels in positive psychology. They are the subjective level, the individual level, and the group level. The subjective level includes the study of positive experiences such as joy, well being, satisfaction, contentment, happiness, optimism, and flow. This level is about feeling good rather than doing good or being a good person. At the next level, the aim is to identify the constituents of the good life and the personal qualities that are necessary for being a good person. Through studying human strengths and virtues, future mindedness, capacity for love, courage, perseverance, forgiveness, originality, wisdom, interpersonal skills, and giftedness. Finally, at the group or community level, the emphasis is on civic virtues, social responsibilities, nurturance, altruism, civility, tolerance, work ethics, positive institutions, and other factors that contribute to the development of citizenship and communities. The
Positive psychology focuses on the positive events and influences in life, including positive experiences like happiness, joy, inspiration, and love, positive states and traits like gratitude, resilience, and compassion, positive institutions like applying positive principles within entire organizations and institutions. Benefits of practicing positive psychology. Positive psychology spends much of its time thinking about topics like character strengths, such as boost in self esteem, change in perspective, improved relationships, higher productivity, and increased success. How is positive psychology applied? It identifies one character strengths, such as courage, humanity, or justice, as an important step on the road to the good and the meaningful life envisioned by the positive psychologist. There are also positive psychology practices one can try at home to promote well being. Is gratitude exercise that have been studied by psychologists as a way to increase happiness over time. Although the focuses of positive psychology is on happiness and fulfillment, it is important to understand that this does not mean people are advised to push away the negative emotions altogether, but to make people flourishing in their lives for such inevitable states of mind. Importance of positive psychology. Positive psychology is a study of human flourishing. One assumes thoughts, feelings, and action that provide the greatest value to his or her life. Practices of positive psychology include showing appreciation for your loved ones, building personal strengths, and employing the daily dairy methods. There are many potential benefits of practicing positive psychology, include including as an increase in the self-esteem, improved relationships, and a greater outlook on life. Researchers in the realm of positive psychology has found that gratitude, social connection, and kindness are all important to living our best lives. We will get to know more about positive psychology by watching this video.
Be careful what you think, because your thoughts become your words. Be careful what you say, because your words become your actions. Be careful what you do, because your actions become your habits. Your habits determine your character, and that is what determines your future. Positive psychology is the study of what makes life worth living. As a science, it tests hypotheses about what works to improve our lives. It uses the same research techniques as other areas of psychology. It's just the focus of what is studied that is different. Traditionally, psychology has been most concerned with what is going wrong for people and has attempted to find ways to make them less miserable. The goal of positive psychology is to make normal life more fulfilling. It focuses on people's strengths and asks, what is it that is going well in their lives? Instead of helping people move from the minus end of the scale up to zero, it focuses on moving people to the positive end of the scale. Positive psychology complements traditional psychology, but suggests that there should be as much focus on finding out how to use our strengths as on how to manage our weaknesses. By focusing on what is right with you, we learn how to become resilient. We move our focus from striving to getting more engaged with life, working out the meaning of our life, and ultimately having greater life satisfaction. Habits for a healthy body include good food and exercise. Habits for a healthy mind include good habits of thinking. This includes engaging in realistic thinking, which is infused with a sense of optimism. Of course, some students experience more life challenges and may have less support than others. The goal of positive psychology is to assist people to focus on the parts of their life over which they do have some control. Research has found that three main things account for how satisfied we are with our life: our personal qualities, our life circumstances, and most importantly, intentional activities that we choose to do to make life worth living. On average, across the population, about 50% comes from our genetic makeup, and for most people, only about 10% comes from their life circumstances. So that means that we have a large amount left over, which is determined by our choices. We can choose to engage in specific activities, which research has shown will build our well-being. There is no clear cut-off between ill-being and well-being. Just as we can get into bad habits of eating or exercise and become unfit or ill, we can also do this with our mental health. Mental health might best be seen as a set of skills to be developed by training, just as we do when we go to the gym or train for a sport or when we learn a musical instrument. At the early stages, we can improve our life by learning the skills to be happier and more positive. But doing fun things is only part of the answer. Ultimately, as with many top sports people, musicians, or any successful person, much of our life satisfaction will come from being part of a team or group and from helping others to do well. Just as being a good sports person does not mean always winning, well-being is not just about always being happy.
Thank you.